Loyalty glow on my lips. Snack stash tall like my backlog list. Old games, new race. Same crack joystick, anime tabs all open real quick. Too many. Old guy DD. Can't sit still, but I never leave. Nah, click dash dodge, that's the routine. All tab life, yeah, I main the meme. Oh, guy DD. Chat say boom when I hit that scene. Retro flare with the new age screen. One more round, yeah, one more stream. One more. Side quest king, forget the main plot. Rhyme so long, but I still talk trash a lot. Cosplay cloak over dad by jeans. Waifu on the shirt, but I keep it PG. Kinda old guy DD. Spam that name when you see that feed. Type it. Old games anime, that's the creed. Stay logged in, let the old guy lead. Ooh, yeah. Old guy DD. Ah. Ah. Old guy DD. I'm live again. The camera's on. I'm sipping on my coffee. The chat is moving way too fast. They're trying to come off me.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Thanks for joining. I'm resetting my Steam Deck here because it was acting funky.
In the kitchen, yeah, she's baking something sweet while Matthew Bernier's in the ER saving people on the street. He's a literal superhero wearing scrubs instead of capes while we're sitting in the Discord eating tacos and edibles like, hey, Glenn's mom has got it going on, cause we're always ragging on Glenn's mom, even though we don't know Glenn's mom. Glenn, can't you see, you're just a sub to me.
I wonder if Glenn has shown his mom this. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Thanks again for joining. Welcome. Gonna play some Sonic.
Type of higher, yo. Unless you're Grandma Debbie, then you're always good to go. Now everybody listen, put your devices on the layers. Raise your hands in the air if your name is Kevin Zayer. I said raise your hands in the air if your name is Kevin Zayer. Yeah, you say Kevin
Got the controller programmed again.
What's up, Patty?
How's it going, buddy? What's up, Kevin? For some reason, it skipped Kevin's comment. That's weird. I see you now, Kevin. There you are. What's up, Iota? How you doing? Marcus, welcome.
Glenn's mom.
Screens are gonna go off like oh, looks like I closed them all. Screens are gonna go off like oh, looks like I closed them all. Screens are gonna go off. All right, here we go. Just gotta pick Sonic 2. Here we go. Angelo says, Patty. All right. There we go. Hey, Mangelo with 2 hundo. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. GTA was fun last night. Should be even more fun tonight. Thank you, Mangelo.
Good afternoon, sir. Cool face emoji.
Cool face to you. What's up, Chris Frederick? You're watching the Bills game? That's awesome. Oh yeah, what kind of bug? Hold on, y'all. Shit. Thanks, Quincy. Thank you, Chris. So I was able to teach my kid a good lesson here about life and appreciation for even small amount of life. There was a stink bug out there, and I picked it up with a make sure it's not on me somewhere. Picked it up with a baby wipe and threw it outside. And she's like, "Why didn't you kill it or flush it?" I said, "Well, if you found yourself in the wrong place, wrong time, you wouldn't want someone just to, you know, unalive you, right?" And she said, "No." And said, "Well, that bug's just in the wrong place, wrong time. Not his fault, you know." So. Oh yeah, big time, Mangelo. Yeah. Yeah, big time. No, I'm so busy this morning. Yeah, dude. The only thing I don't really do that typically with, I won't lie, spiders, man. Like, you know, I'm sorry. Like, spiders are a different thing, though. A little scared of those things. I blame arachnophobia. Thanks again, Mangelo. Appreciate you, dude, for letting me know. Let me do that now. Oop. All right, almost dropped the controller. It's been such a busy day. I started the day by sorting laundry, doing diapers, sorting laundry, giving the kid a bath, cooking breakfast for the kids. I made bacon, eggs, and pancakes this morning. That always takes a while, especially The cook and the cleanup. The cook and the cleanup. It's snowing here today too, yeah. I bet it's snowing a lot more in New York though. You're the John Goodman of streamers when it comes to spiders. John Goodman was just amazing in that role. Wasn't that Jeff Daniels? Jeff Daniels and John Goodman? Walked into the 80s stream. It is Jeff Daniels, okay. You had some Tony's Pizza today? My man. Tony's Pizza's so good. 66 stars from a redemption. That's awesome. Oh man. I tell you what, my hands haven't been killing me as much lately since I haven't been using a Nintendo controller to play Nintendo games or say I think I'm just too old now for I'm getting too old for the Nintendo controller, man. You thought of me? Sweet. Tony's Pizza is awesome. Sonic 2 is amazing, isn't it? Welcome in. How you doing? Georgos? My High Laditas? I don't know. I'm sorry. I probably butchered that. I'm using a PS5 controller. I'm playing on a Steam Deck. Okay. Yep. I have the option to play these on all old school, you know, systems through my Stream Deck and whatnot. It is really ergonomic, and that's what I need nowadays. And you know, I'm 43, man. My hands are starting to hurt from using, you know, like it's the difference between. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a purist. I love playing this stuff on the old school consoles. I mean, I have a, you know, I have a, you know, a beautiful, you know, Super NT right here. This thing is amazing. I love this thing. It's an HDMI Super Nintendo. It's incredible. But the Super Nintendo controller just hurts the hands, man. There's like nothing to grip onto here. My fingers are just like this. They're just all curled up, Carpo style, you know. And then, you know, I have the Mega SG, you know, the Sega. When in doubt, pinky out. You know, I have the 6-button original controller, but you know, again, it just I have nothing to grip onto. My hands go all carpal. My fingers hurt. Well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Yeah, so yeah, Mikey, my fingers do hurt. My hands fucking hurt, man. But my hands don't hurt when I use this. I use the PS5 controller. You know, I even have the ABS. I love this thing. This thing is amazing. You know, the ABS is incredible. It takes cartridges. You know, it takes cartridges. It takes Famicom cartridges, and it takes regular Nintendo cartridges. If I had a Famicom card up here, which I do have Famicom cards, I could plug it in there or whatever and use Famicom. It even plugs in with the disk system. You know, so you know, it is a you know, I love using real systems, but at the same time, the comfort of a PS5 controller is amazing. It's just a big honking Duke of a controller, and it's really comfortable to play. Since I'm playing, you know, 8 hours a day of these games, you know. I remember my mom buying me that 6-button controller as a kid so I could play Street Fighter. My dad did the same thing. Oh, how we had to convince our parents why we needed these things. Mom, I can't. There's 3 kicks and 3 punches, Mom. Dad, there's 3 kicks and 3 punches, and I can only press 3 at a time, and then I have to press start. How can I punch, start, kick, when if I had this other controller, I could just punch, kick? You know? I just need to be able to punch, kick, and not punch, start, kick. My dad got it. He got it. It was cool. You know? My dad was awesome. Like he was, you know, he didn't care. You know, he didn't like it, but he got it, you know? So that was a lot of fun. And if you like bullshit like that, conversation just fun, like the stream if you can. Sonic's gonna unalive here. Help me out. Hit the like button. There we go. I just clipped like the last 60 seconds. That'll make a great clip. And all that was organic. Like I didn't think about any of that conversation, but as I was nearing the end of my, you know, banter there, I was like, I should clip this. So I did. Because I have a thing right here. Check this out. More behind the scenes. More behind the scenes. Here's my setup, by the way. Here is, you know, what I play Sonic 2 on, my 32-inch TV. Here's my Super Console X Pro. Here's my Steam Deck. This is how I control the stream. So if I wanted to go to different scenes, let's say I want to go back to the original scene, well, that all changes right there, but then it changes for you, you know, or I press this, you know, and it brings that on. Whoops. There's a screen going. Here's how I give screens if someone does, like Angelo just gave a screen earlier. So here's how I give those screens right there. I just press that. I have all these programmed or different thank you screens, tons of different thank you screens, you know. But then we also have the band screens right here, but then I can also mute it. So if I do, there we go, you know. Or if my camera's on, I don't want my camera off anymore, no camera on anymore, there we go. But then let's see here. Here's what I look at all day. I look at this right here, this top monitor, this bottom monitor, this Discord monitor, this chat monitor, and then here's what I'm using. I'm using my Steam Deck, you know. So pretty elaborate little setup for a stream, but I like it that way. There's a little inside look at what's going on behind the scenes here. But the Stream Deck is really awesome. Got more on deck now? Sweet, I'll add them soon. Thank you. Big thanks again, Mangelo, for the stars. Streaming class 101. I probably could do a class on streaming, man. I've been streaming for 8 years now. I could definitely do an OBS class. I could definitely do a class on how to use Streamlabs, like I could do a class on the Steam Deck, that's for sure. I probably could actually do like eventually a class on streaming. Who knows? Whatever. I would just rather do videos of it and give the information for free though. And you know, like Amy Jackson, man, she's awesome. I like her. Nah, I'd give the information out for free, man. I would just make videos of it. Tell people how to do it for nothing. I used to do like one-on-one style things. And, you know, what I'd do is I'd say, you know, if you wanted my help, this or that, you know, privately, I'd do like a quarter a minute or something like that is what I used to say. Oh, okay, cool. All right. I would definitely look at that. I don't give a fuck about you. Yeah, just as long as... Yeah, Charlie, that movie was... I've never seen that movie, actually. I'd buy that for $1. That's one screen I think I need eventually, personally. Like, I'm gonna pick from one of my four possible screens that I could get per month. Quincy, will you make me I'd buy that for $1 screen? Just sometime soon. That's Quincy saying, I got you. I have the power in the palm of my hand on my phone now because it's not broken anymore. Eternia. Hell yeah, dude. It would be something for it to say. It would be something for it to say, I have a. Oh, are you talking like the movie Kids? I got $1. Are you talking about that? That movie was fucked up. I've seen bits and pieces of it, never wanted to. Yeah. Oh man. Anyway. That movie was all the rage though back in like 8th grade. Little Rascals. What's up, Kevin Zayer? How you doing, buddy? Raise your hands in the name if your name is Kevin Zayer. Oh, raise your hands in the air if your name is Kevin Zayer. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 Kevin Zayer. What's going on, man? How you doing? We gotta say Chris Frederick, the moderator king. I had to figure out how to say that because he said Chris Frederick. That's how he made it work lyrically. I was waiting for you to ask for the I'd buy that for $1 screen. Oh man. You know, there's an old Atari commercial too where he goes up to the counter and he talks to the girl and she says, "Some game, huh?" And he goes, "Some game!" Like, that'd be kind of funny for when, like, something in the game blows my mind. Or I don't know, but that's funny. Calming down from Arc Raiders friggin' game. Man, he was chilling there, huh? Now just have some pizza and relax. Just kidding. You remember that one? Like He-Man saying, I have the power, but I have $1. That's pretty funny. Big thanks again, Mangelo, for the stars. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, the Steam Deck's been one of the greatest things that I've hampered, you know, that I've had the chance to fiddle with, man. And I'm gonna learn how to do PS3. I'm watching a new video on how to do it outside of EmuDeck. I might just have to do it outside of EmuDeck, but whatever. Who cares? If I can get 99% of emulators running in EmuDeck and one not. John, who knows? We got a brand new viewer in the house. Welcome in. How you doing, John? Oh, wait a minute. He just hasn't been here in a really long time. Welcome in, John. How you doing, buddy? Fiddling with things. I love to fiddle. I won't lie, like last night I got done and I did another hour of downloading. Yes, but I can't figure out how to make it free. Oh no. Hold on, y'all. Don't forget to like and share. Thanks, Kyle Haley. Appreciate you, dude. Sonic is bored. Yeah, he is. He says, where's this bitch streamer at? Motherfucker.
That's it?
That's it.
Cool.
Just like that. That's it? That's it. Alright, let's see here. It's hard to keep track of all these screens sometimes. It really is. Give Sonic a hug. He better be careful with that, though. Mikey, ironically, was on the roof yelling, Splinter, but Raph's voice. Hey, Henneke. Dude. Come on now. After talking about Fireball Island yesterday, you ordered it? Nice. How am I? I'm good. I just didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I was woken up by a poopy diaper, and this diaper was so poopy that he just needed a bath. Like it was bath poopy. You know, it was too much. It was too much poop. I was in the poop trenches. And then, like, man, this is a lot of laundry. So I just folded laundry this morning for a while. I hate folding laundry, but I at least sorted through and got all my socks, Cortina's socks, the kids' socks, the kids' clothes put away, Cortina's clothes all sorted out. My 3 or 4, oh my god, she wears so many clothes. But she goes to work every day, obviously, so she gotta wear different clothes every day. And it's just a lot, you know. I mean, oh my god, yeah. And so then I just cooked the kids breakfast and stuff, and I'm just tired. Like, I'm super tired right now. But man, the minute you think you have them all settled, just shit keeps hitting the fan, man. All right, should be good now for a minute. I'm just glad to see you here. It's kind of like people are missing when the stream isn't on. Well, I appreciate that. I try to be on as much as possible. I mean, I do 40 to 50 hours every week, and If I could do more, I would, but it's just impossible right now. When I was single, living at home, hey look, we have an intellectual coward in the house who's actually afraid to say anything but trolling. What's it like to be such an intellectual coward? Jason Roberts, the intellectual coward who was a bully in high school and never grew out of it. Yeah, I'm sorry your mom didn't hug you enough. And you know, he's a liberal in disguise, I guarantee. Like, I'm in the middle. But you know that he is probably a huge Democrat who's just coming in here saying that to rile people up. Either way, I could care less. You're an idiot. Oh, I'm an asshole prick? Yeah, I'm the one who's going into people's streams, trolling them. You're an intellectual coward dipshit who has nothing better to do than troll someone. I feel sorry for you, Jason. I really do. Like, you have nothing better to do. You probably have no friends. You're probably sitting in your mom's basement mad because she brought you a cold Hot Pocket. Yeah, it's 1 out of 10, like, trolling for real. Fuck you. Hey, we're getting to him. If he's saying fuck you, he's saying something else. That's good. That means we're getting to him. Good, Jason, you intellectual coward. Democrat. You false conservative. Go tell your mom to get in the kitchen and make you a Hot Pocket, you Democrat. Jason's an intellectual coward. Alright, Jason, go do something meaningful. He's banned.
Oh wow, is that a mockingbird?
Yep, dropping the F-bomb because they can't think of a comeback. Yep. That's the minute you know you lost the argument.
This is madness! This is Sparta! Yost.
Beetlejuice!
Deuce is loser, that's right. Does Jason's mom know he has her phone? I don't think so. And I don't really get political very often, but he's sitting here just coming in here saying the president's name over and over and over again. So either he's super conservative and coming in here thinking that for some reason, like, I vote a certain way, and he's trying to, ignite me or whatever by doing that, or he is a bleeding heart liberal and he thinks that coming in here saying that is going to, going to do something. And so if he is a conservative coming in here saying Trump, 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 being called a Democrat would probably be very, aggravating. And but also too, anybody who's like that, who just comes in, they're an intellectual coward. They don't have an argument. They don't have facts on their side. I don't know. I hate politics, especially today's politics. I miss 90s politics where it was like, cool, I voted for Bush. What kind of beer do you want? You know? Oh, you like Clinton? Huh? You like Bush? Oh, okay, cool. You like mustard or ketchup on your hot dog? Okay, cool. Let's go fishing. You know? But now it's, oh, you voted for that person? I hate you. I hate you, and I'm gonna judge everything about you because you vote one way, one particular way. I'm gonna hate you for it. You suck. I want your whole family to unalive because you voted for that. So, yeah, no, politics today is awful. I don't talk about it. It's none of anybody's business. You know, back in the day, if you used to ask someone politics too, they used to tell you it's none of your fucking business. You know, that was something, you know. Is YouTube lagging or is it just you? It does say that the YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain streaming as smooth. I don't know why it would be poor right now. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Maybe I should stop and reset my internet and restart. I mean, I haven't been live that long. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, now it's saying my stream look is good. It's saying it's good now. We'll see what happens. Should be good now. It looks like it's probably, I would like to say it's probably just a heavy bandwidth time. It's the middle of the afternoon, but who knows? I don't know, and I wish I did. I think, well, the thing is, if multiple people are experiencing it, it could be the tube, but it could also be me in that case. It just depends. Like, I'm gonna, let's see, let's log this time. It's like 3:21 right now. I'm gonna call my internet provider later, my ISP, and ask them if there was a spike or an issue earlier today or whatever at some point. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for letting me know. It could very well be me this time. I'm very quick to point out when it's not me, because if it's only one person having the issue, then it's them. But if it's multiple people having the issue, it could very well be me. You never know. But yeah, it looks like we're good now. It's very much all over the place though right now. Like, I'm jumping between 5.3 and 4.1 right now on bit rates. Yeah, I don't know why either. Who knows? No, I'm lagging on the book too, so I'm thinking it might be me because it seems to be it's happening on more than one platform. So it's not you, it's me. No, it's probably, unfortunately, my ISP. Hey Alvin, thanks for 100 stars, dude. Appreciate that. It says still, oh, now my stream status says excellent, so everything should be good. Maybe it leveled out. Yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. I think there just might have been some kind of spike. Who knows? My neighbor just got internet installed, so it could be, you know, could have been something with that. Who knows? Alvin! Could be. Controlled by a lot of people, so it could be that. You never know. This guy's talking politics. Lag him. I don't know if I could do that again. If I tried. Why do I think I get so many trolls? How the fuck should I know? I don't know. I think that's every channel gets a lot of trolls because there's douchebags out there and lots of them. I don't know. Because I'm here. Because I'm putting myself out here. That's why. I guarantee that's it. Like, I think everybody gets a pretty similar amount of trolls. I just don't think everybody engages with them like I do. I like to. I don't know. It's just something about having. I don't know. I worked car warranties for a long time, so I always had to try to turn around rude customers. And I mean, on more than one occasion, this community has seen me take someone who's a troll, and suddenly they became a good viewer. It's happened. So I talked to them. His stream is popular, so they want to join and mess with him. Yeah, I mean, it may not seem popular because there's not a shit ton of people here, but there are quite a few people who know of the stream. I don't know. I appreciate that. I don't know. I still think I'm a micro streamer at best. I mean, I make a decent income doing this thanks to all of you guys, but yeah, I get pretty much like shit views. What's funny though is on my short videos, I get 500,000 views, 500,000 reach. You know, like my reach is ridiculous on short videos. It must be the kick me sign on my back. That could be. I've always been messed with though, like my entire life. Why did I get picked on in high school? Why did I get picked on in middle school? Why did I get beat up every day in grade school? I don't know. Probably because I'm fucking easy target because I didn't know I don't know, like I guess I'm just weird and that's okay, but not some people. But they claim be unique, but then they pick on people who are unique. I don't know. Probably because they hate themselves really deep down, and that's how they get their kicks. That's how they feel better about themselves, by making fun of someone else. You're treated the same way? Yeah, I mean, funny as it is, I mean, I'm not claiming I'm the toughest guy in the world, but, you know, that shit stops when you show you can protect yourself, and when I, you know, got my own wins a couple of times, you know, it stopped happening as much. And then really, if at all, like in my later years of high school. Hate me today. Thank you, Patrick Brooks. Hate me tomorrow. Hate me for all the things I didn't do to you. I'm sober now for 3 whole months. It's one accomplishment that you helped me with. The one thing that always tore us apart is the one thing I won't touch again. In a sick way, I want to thank you for holding my head up late at night. While I was busy waging war on myself, you were trying to stop the fight. Fucking love that song, but it's so true. That's what's gonna happen, man. They're gonna hate me today, they're gonna hate me tomorrow. They're gonna hate me for all the things I didn't do to them, you know? For no reason. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I'll get those uploaded sometime today. That's a lot. I was the guy that defended the kids that got picked on. No joke, I love that. I could see that. I could see you probably have a good honor code. For real, you've been watching a long time. I got bullied in school because they wanted my hot girlfriend, as if kicking my ass would make her want them, right? That's funny. Isn't there a hidden level on this stage that didn't make it into the original release? It's funny that you mentioned that. There is, but that's why they have the spike pit there on this level, but they did put it in there on some early like iPhone and iPod releases. Yes, there is actually a hidden stage in this stage that's only on like iPod levels and stuff like that. Let's see, I was picked on in junior high till I started punching. Yeah. No, I get you. I definitely was. I definitely got a few wins in which made the bullying less. Not to be that guy, but going to start my own. Oh, cool. Yeah, no problem. Have a good one. No worries, man. Good luck. You're all right. It's not like you're in here, you know. Just, yeah. No worries. Just no self-promoting. You're good, man. Have a good one. Good luck. You know, if people want to watch me, they'll watch me. If they want to watch you, they watch you. I can't force anybody to watch, so, you know, like, good luck. Let's see here. We usually, for those who are new, because I know there's some new people lurking in the mists right now, you know, this stream is usually overly positive, upbeat, but some days, man, I got 5 kids, and some days I'm just beat down by just taking care of them, man. It's a lot of work. Tonight I will be going to bed early though. I'm gonna be probably getting offline about 2 a.m. tonight. So Grand Theft Auto is gonna be kind of on the shorter side tonight because we got some errands to run in the morning. What up, Chris? Sonic looks funny when he's about to fall. Sure does. Big thanks again to Alvin and Mangelo for the stars so far today. Appreciate that. Thank you, Patrick Brooks, for the jewels. We have a couple of fresh Tony's pizzas right now in the freezer that I just bought. Just 2 a.m. man. Yeah, 2 a.m. is going to bed earlier than I have been. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was up late last night and early this morning. I was up till like 4 last night. And then up by 9:30 at least. So yeah, no, it's, and I haven't been able to, you know, there's no rest for the wicked, and money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed, and ain't nothing in this world for free. You know? And yes, that is a song. And I'm not wicked either. Yuck, what's yuck? Oh, the sleep? Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't help that either. Luckily, knock on wood, I'm very blessed with 3 boys that sleep all night. Hold on. Never mind. I gotta go get my littlest one out of the crib in a moment. He looks like he needs a diaper too. So my other kid was whacking the door open with something, and I was like, "Don't wake up the." Oh, the baby's awake. Okay, cool. He's still in his pack and play though. I'm gonna get him in a minute. Ugh. Even if I was not streaming, I don't have time for a nap. I couldn't take a nap if I wanted to, so the best thing I can do is just get them settled and be productive. Dude, you ain't kidding. I run a tight ship and a tight budget, man. We never ever spend more than we make in a month. I watched that financial audit show. Man, I cannot believe, I don't understand how these people, like, and this one girl did a payday loan, and like she got a loan for $500, and she was expected to pay $4K back, like $3,500 back, like $4K total. It's like ridiculous. Like, my God, like she just, like, it's insane. What's up, Var? How you doing? I'll be back in just a minute. Hang tight, everybody, please. I see 12 and 9 here, 12 people on, 15 people in here on YouTube, 10 people here on Facebook. If you guys can stick around, then I'd really appreciate it. I'll be right back. Oh man. Did you know that the song Smells Like Teen Spirit got its name because people used to write on a board in Kurt Cobain's school that Kurt Cobain smells like teen spirit? And teen spirit was a girl's deodorant. So basically, what people were writing on the board about him to make fun of him, Kurt Cobain smells like teen spirit, he took and turned it into one of the most popular songs ever. Freaking crazy. Yeah, crazy, right? Have you guys heard, there is, what's the Rickroll song? Never gonna give you up, never gonna let that. Have you guys heard that redone by Jack Black? Excellent cover. Yeah, redone by Jack Black. Look up Never Gonna Give You Up, Jack Black. And then also, do you see a timer on the screen there? Besides the in-game timer, do you see a speedrun timer? Welcome in. It's not a speedrun. How you doing? Jack Black is awesome. Except, I think he needs to shut the fuck up about politics. Seriously. Like, his one friend got himself in big trouble on stage. And I know I'm nobody compared to Jack Black, but I think celebrities need to shut the fuck up about politics. Like, no one gives a shit. Just like Ricky Gervais said, get your reward and fuck off. Did you guys watch the Golden Globes this year? Yeah. No one else did either. I'm using EMU deck. I believe it's using Kega Fusion within it. Hold on. Yeah, I'm using it's RetroArch and I guess Genesis Plus GX. I guess it's a built-in emulator for EMU deck. I'm using a Steam Deck right now to stream. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Who knows, right? Yeah, I'm surprised by that too. Peaches, 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 peaches. I'm excited for the new Galaxy movie, I won't lie. I gotta make some time tonight to work on my Steam Deck. A little more. I'm gonna make this the ultimate little gaming machine. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, no! Holy crap. Everything runs really well on here for the most part that I've been able to get working. I'm gonna figure out how to get CDI to work because I really want to play Hotel Mario. You're asking the same questions that everyone asks me when I play Sonic 2. And that's okay, I appreciate that. They're good questions, you know. It is what it is. But no, I don't worry about the Chaos Emeralds. I don't really feel the need to skip every level like Sonic gives you the ability to. Getting all of them is, I'm just doing a fun run. This is 100% just a very casual run as quickly as I can, you know, with as few deaths as possible. But those are good questions. Welcome in. Yep, just a casual run, casual fun run, you know, with a little bit of skill back behind it. Fair questions, though. I think I get asked the Emerald question every single time I play Sonic, though. Go. This is the worst level in the game. It's a fun level, but it is the worst level. Only Sonic 3 and Knuckles is worth getting all the emeralds because you get that boss fight at the end. Fair enough, you actually get something extra in the game that unlocks once you do it. Interesting. It's a lot easier to, it seems easier to get them. I mean, I know the games aren't that, they're still difficult, but I feel like Sonic 2 was just ridiculously difficult with the special stages. Hated the special. Now, when I was a kid, I always played the special stage because they looked cool, and you know, you practice as much of the game as possible when you're young and you're playing it and you're, you know, learning what everything does and what the stages are. But those stages are a pain in the ass. Especially with Tails. I love Sonic 1. But Sonic 1 was a pain. But I enjoyed it. But this Sonic is a pain at times. But it's still fun. Like those things. Those motherfuckers right there. Oh, there's a supersonic code built in with the sound test? Interesting. I didn't know that. I spent a lot of time playing the special stages with my Knuckles cartridge where the rings said no way. Huh, oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Sonic 1 wouldn't let you play. Hey, what's up, Joseph? My hand is hurting right now. I need to stretch my hand soon. There we go. Hi, Ivana, welcome. Ivana, get Roshankoed. I had a funny rhyme with that, but it was a little vulgar. It ended with Spankoed. I gotta think of like maybe a better way to do it. I am nowhere near as good at Sonic 3 Spear bonus stage anymore. My kid self would kick my butt. Now, I have the unfair advantage of playing these games all the time, but I will say that I'm better at these games now than I was as a kid. But only once again because I have the unfair advantage of just as much playtime or more. Probably more because I still had to go to school. And I couldn't just play them whenever I wanted. But still, probably more time now. Ah, boo. Alright, sir. Here we go. There you go. That part's tough. Chris Frederick, is it me or is he just? I'm sorry. Is it me or are you? Is that comment before you? After you just confusing? I like how each of the levels says Sonic made it through this or that zone. I always wonder if any Sonic had interesting. If he had passed Sonic one level with flying colors, who knows? Who knows? Good question. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's Ibanda. Damn it. Borderline, he may be talking about the connection issue. English is not their first language. Ah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. There we go, got one coin back. Surprise! Oh man, you bastard. I think this is the end. Yep. Nickel Grosso at 50 stars, thank you. Here we go. Hey, what's up, Brian? Never see you anymore, man. How are you? Thank you so much. Nicola Grosso. Thank you for the stars, Nick. Appreciate it, dude. 2 50s. Josh McManus, welcome.
What happened, Brotato? Here we go, ha 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 ha, la la la, paper paper, judge, stars.
Hey, you're all right, Brian. I'm just saying we don't see you anymore. Don't be sorry, man. Yeah, I get you. No obligation. All is well. All is well. Glad you're doing well, man. How was your Christmas and New Year's? At work saying hi and bye. Let's see. Oh yeah, interesting. You can probably look it up on YouTube. There's all kinds of probably metal covers of the Sonic Boss music. One of my favorite retro cover bands is The Advantage. Hey, thank you, Ivana.
What kind of day always ends with things going bad? An expiration date, woman facepalming emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
That was pretty good.
Emoji.
Good for you, Brian. Oh yeah, 8-Bit Brigade. I've heard of them. Yep. Damn, I jumped out and then tried to pull back. You should know I'm not very good at pulling out of situations. Stupid propeller. You guys remember the drink Propel? I loved that. Yeah, that part's tough, Josh. What's up, Noah? Five, Kyle. It's not, yeah, I can't pull out of a driveway. Don't get mad and reset. I mean, why not? Don't tempt me. Thank you again, LaGrasso.
Hey, Phil Connor, Ned.
Why do we park in driveways and drive in parkways? Probably for the same reason that we ship cargo and drive shipments. Hello. How's it going? Oh, those are cute. Oh, great. Another drink. These are cute. We got these for Lucas because he has no thumbsticks. I'm excited to give them to him. Oh, just looking at what you have. You okay? You cold?
It's snowing.
Are you okay?
It's cold.
It's cold? Oh, you are cold. You're so cold. Your hands are freezing. Yeah, you're cold for sure. I got a way you could build up your, you know, make your hands warm with a little friction. What? Yes! I never understood the timer in this game. Yeah, 10 minutes and you'll unalive. I'm not kidding. The game gives you 10 minutes per level. Harry, your hands are freezing. Here, let me give you these extra gloves. You had extra gloves this whole time? Yeah. We're in the Rockies. $9.59 auto death. Nick LaGrasso says hi, Cortina. So you're telling me there's a chance? That movie has some of the best lines. Ooh, rarely ever do I get 4 hits there. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was perfect. Holy crap. Yeah. You bought heated gloves at Sam's for $60? Nice. Looks like came back just in time. The Robotnik waltz, just dancing there with him. Well done, man. That's how you take care of business. Extra hit. Boom. There we go. Watch out for those man-eating jackrabbits and that killer cacti. Hey, dude, I know what to do in this game. Goji facts. Thanks for the tip, but I already gave it to your mom. I'm just kidding. Heated gloves would be nice if you're a biatch. I'm just kidding. Nick, that probably is. If you work outside, that'd be awesome. Do you have to charge your gloves? Charge these hands. Heated gloves, you say? Why aren't you wearing their gloves today? They need to be cleaned. What? Is that a mockingbird? Thank you for the stars, good sir. Appreciate you, Nick Lagrasso. There's no heated gloves in baseball.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Wait. Hello.
I do work outside. Truck drivers for electric company. Oh, those are write-off then. If you didn't collect all the emeralds when you got the bad ending of the game in order to get the good like, that was a pretty good ending. What happens on the good ending? Hahaha. Increased my health insurance now. My diabetic shots are $50 per month instead of $385. Man, that's awesome. Good. Wow. Well, that's a hell of a drop. In the good ending, Sonic goes super and flies alongside Tails. It's awesome. Cool. Yeah, that's not cool enough for me to spend my whole day banging my head against the wall collecting seven emeralds, though. You know, like I just beat this game in like an hour, and you're still not satisfied. An hour and 24 minutes actually, because I had to get up and do so many things with the kids. I'd be here 3 hours while I was trying to do that. I don't want to play Sonic 2 for 3 hours. I don't want to bang my head against the wall getting, and I know it's unlocked in certain things. Cool, yeah, not cool enough though for me to spend time collecting the emeralds though, you know. That's a fair point, but at least you actually managed to beat the Death Egg robot. I delivered appliances for a living, out and deal with the winter. Would have used heated gloves, but you can't use the tools because usually Death Star. I don't think you've watched too many of my runs to know what I usually do. I don't think you've seen me play Sonic that often. I would say 80% of the time I beat Sonic, and maybe 20% of the time I rage quit it. You know, you've been going on and on and on about that like the whole game. Well, But if you were just kidding, you would have said something. You would have said JK like the first 7 times you mentioned it. JK. No, I'd say 80% of the time I complete the game. Play a little CastleVania. Oh, dude, you're all good. I ain't upset, but you've just said it a lot. You don't have to not joke because one of your jokes kind of didn't go the way you wanted it to. Like, don't look that too much into it. Don't take it that deeply. Like, you could still joke around, but if I go back and look at the comments, you know, like you've been joking a lot, and you know, like it's fine. You know, I'm not mad about it, but I'm just saying, like you've said that quite a few times. Yeah, you're all right. Yeah, dude, don't just stop joking altogether just because like one of your jokes, you know, like you said a few times and like, cool, I get you, you know. Doesn't mean you won't be funny 7 other times. Death, this isn't your first time here, dude. You're good. That's true. And also keep in mind, so some days I'm super positive. Today, I definitely have a case of little bitchitis. I've been doing a lot today. I'm really tired. Like I woke up to a poopy kid who was so poopy I had to give him a bath. And then, you know, we just didn't have enough clothes for him, so I sorted the rest of the clothes out. I sorted all of Corinne's clothes into laundry baskets, my clothes separately on the bed. Went through the socks and sorted most of those. And then put all the kids' clothes away and stuff, and then made the kids breakfast and cleaned the kitchen. I've just been doing a lot today, man, and this is all on like 4.5 hours of sleep. It's my own fault, you know, because I was up late last night, but at the same time, I'm still just tired. So yeah, I'm just a little bit like, you know.
You were up late. You were barely
Well, you know, I work at night. I just sneezed and both earbuds popped. That would have been hilarious. What's up? What? I'm seeing what you're doing because you're just standing there. You were just standing there. You were standing there looking back to gauge my reaction. Cortina likes to take her clothes off and then watch me watch her. And she thinks it's fun. Yeah, oh yeah, you do. You do it all the time. Every time you take your clothes off, you look back and you're like, I caught you looking, and then you smile. I turn my head every time because you're taking your clothes off. Why? And am I not supposed to look? You gonna stand there in your undies and expect me not to look? I'm gonna look. I think any warm-blooded beer-drinking guy would, you know. Who knows? Anyway, the pheasant chili turned out good. Good. Magnifico.
really today.
Oh, we do have some mac and cheese chili. We have some mac and cheese that we need to use too.
Yeah.
Chili mac does sound good. We have some turkey that I just bought yesterday. We have ground turkey. We have a pound.
ADD when he looks at Cortina. Well, Papa,
Actually, that's what she sounded like the first few years of our relationship.
Emoji. Playful face emoji.
Baked mac and cheese and chicken. Man, ground chicken is so cheap at Walmart. Yeah, probably. Sounds good, Death. Oh man. Let's see here. Alrighty. Oh. Yeah, I was trying to think of games I haven't played in a while today, and I haven't played Sonic 2 in 7 days, and I haven't played Castlevania Bloodlines in who knows when. This is a great Castlevania. I actually like this game more than Super Castlevania 4. I think this is the better of the two games. Even though you can't, you know, wiggle your whip like you can in that game. The whip wiggle is peak, you know, that shit's on point. But you can still hit downward in this, which is cool. And you can hit upward by jumping. But you just can't do anything special with your whip in between. Here we go. Thank you again, Ivana, for the stars. Ivana, thank you for joining and supporting so heavily. The word for it sounds like bass solo. What? There we go. Yeah, I agree. Another Castlevania collection for like every system would be good. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why they locked that to PS4 or PS5 or whatever. That's really stupid. But whatever. Let's put all of them on the Steam Deck. Here we go, hold on to that. Come on now. I love the way the holy water works in this game. Crazy looking skull right there. What? Really? Disney Afternoon Collection's coming to Switch 2? About fucking time, man. Seriously. They locked that to Sony and Xbox as well, which was really stupid considering those are Nintendo games. Those are games that were on Nintendo. Why wouldn't Capcom put those on Nintendo? Yeah, that was really stupid. Good old wall meat, that's right. There we go. Wanted to start recording just this section right here. Oh, bite your legs off. There we go. That'll make a great video. I started that video from like from the beginning there. You win! The winner is you! What's up, sweetie? What's going on?
It's hard for me.
What?
Hard for me to get over. Are you laughing? Why are you laughing at me?
Because you're an adult. And you're telling me it's hard for you to get over the barricade that I made for the kid.
But I'm not that tall.
Okay, I'll help you in a minute. Oh man. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go. I have a barricade up with an ottoman that I like. I just like stood this ottoman up and blocked the hallway, and Cortina's like, I can't get out. Let's go. Come on, Cortina. Oh man. Here we go. Thanks, Brian. My 1-year-old has such an attitude. What game am I playing? Janitor man, this is CastleVania Bloodlines for the Sega Genesis. How you doing, man? CastleVania Bloodlines. It's a great game. Oh, I didn't mean to get that. Oh well. Shit. Hey, you're welcome, Janitor Man. Hey, Death Star, I didn't mean to make you feel bad either earlier. I was just, you know, like, I was just kind of like, I don't know. It was like the third time I saw it, and I was like, fuck, man, I get it. Yeah, this boss is really easy. There we go. But if you miss a few hits, it can easily turn on you pretty quickly. Jeez Louise, man, seriously. You know what? If it wasn't for those fucking bats, man, seriously. I know it was so close, right? There we go. Seems like a CastleVania thing. Bat's always messing with dude for real. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it.
We can't stop here. This is bad country. Fa-fa-fa-fa.
Bat country. Da 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 da. Fa-fa-fa-fa. Da 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 da. Fa-fa-fa-fa. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Chris. Here we go. God dang it, why did I do that? I thought he was going to pick it up sooner. You see how long he leaves that there? Alright, there we go. There's one. It's okay, you know, I don't play this game very often, so I feel like I'm still doing pretty well for, like, not playing this game on the regular. It's okay. You like my video? Thanks, Janitor Man. Thanks for the jewels, Cap. Cheers, Cap. No.
Mister, special training. You just want to gobble him up.
I do not!
Oh, not again! Onward to level 2! I will level up the stars whenever they pass 500. They're at 500. So we're almost there. I tried playing this one, but damn, it is hard. Either that or just gets... This game is tough. Yeah, absolutely. No, this game is very fucking tough. I played this game a lot as a kid, though, so a lot of that muscle memory on this game still sticks with me. Really impressive looking little scene here. There's a level later where like the level is turning. What? Shit. Yeah, in CastleVania 1, holy water's like your best friend. Nothing I can do about that. Thanks for letting me know I was muted. This will be my last game over on this game, but it will not be the last game of the stream. I'm actually going to play Frogger 2 after this. The one for Dreamcast. Yeah. Little retro perseverance. Thank you. Going on another walk tonight, man. I'm excited. Be my 6th day of walking in a row. I'm gonna put, since it's my 6th day, I'm probably gonna start upping my, I think I have these 5-pound weights downstairs. I'm gonna attach 5-pound weights to my ankles tonight. May not be much, but it'll be a little bit of resistance. A silent walk? No. No, I like to hold my phone and listen to things while I do walk. What are you, Rock Lee? Wouldn't mind. They're Velcro, you can get them at Walmart. Oh, man. Broccoli! Give it up, it's all over. Fucking harpies. Shit. You gotta swing across there with your whip. Alright. No more. I've had enough of this game. No more. Here we go. Let's do this. Oh, Frogger 2 action. It doesn't automatically scale. Let's see if I can... Didn't change anything. Oh man, I like the layout with the images for each console. Me too. Yes, this is the Steam Deck. Yep, it works amazing. What are they? I wish I was more tech savvy. I mean, I just followed YouTube videos, Michael. It wasn't easy. It took me hours. Like, I've probably got 30 hours invested in this thing. There was moments where I was sitting there, you know, just like busting my butt and, you know, working on one thing for, you know, I remember I couldn't get the GameCube controller to work with the games, and I sat there fiddling with it for like an hour, turning it on, turning it off, messing with settings, turning it on, turning it off, messing with settings. Probably did that 15 times. So it's not like, you know, I'm super tech savvy to where I just like, you know, did everything perfect on the first time. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot. It's still a lot. I'm still fucking fiddling with it. I still haven't figured out how to. I probably have 5 hours in learning how, just on learning how to do the PS3. I've been up very late at night working on this thing. Like, I've been obsessively working on this thing. So it's not like I'm incredibly tech savvy. I'm just following step-by-step YouTube videos, you know. You know, it's you know. But I mean, if you ever got one, I'd tell you how to do it, you know. I'd show you the videos that I watched, but you're gonna have to sit there and fuck with it for a while, you know. Because here's the thing, is like, I could have someone do it, or I could learn how to do it over time, because one thing I've noticed and one thing I've learned is for a long time I was cool with just like, I'll just buy a console. I don't need to know how to fix it. You know, I don't need to know how to work on it. I don't care. You know, there's already videos that are way better than anything that I could make that are out there. I will just I'm just like, yeah, no, there's already videos out there that are way better than anything that I could do. You know. Yeah. Hey, babe, there's new $50 out there that won't be in circulation that we can order. I sent you a video to your med. Yeah, and there's pennies we can order too. Like new pennies and stuff that aren't going to be in circulation that you can order. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I figured, I appreciate it, man. I have thought I would like to, but honestly wouldn't have the time at this stage in life. Fair enough. Dabo says I have Frogger for the PSP. Let's see. It would be fun if Frogger got rebooted as a first-person shooter. I can only get down on that because it's just ridiculous. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, the volume must be slightly louder on the Dreamcast consoles than other things. Every console has their own volume, unfortunately. That might be an issue that I run into. But yeah, I got tired of consoles breaking. Like my PlayStation Classics kept messing up. And finally I'm just like, well, I need to know how to fucking fix it if it's gonna break. You know, I'm tired of getting these consoles and then having them mess up and just kind of being stuck and having to figure out some other way to play something. So I'm just kind of tired of it. So I figured, you know, why not get, you know, the Steam Deck just sits there like a Switch, you know? So yeah. So I want something that I can fix and maintain and not have to worry about it if it messes up. I tried fixing one of my PlayStation Classics, but those things are so confusing when they're, you know, they're not, but they are. Like, I just don't know why it keeps messing up. Hey, Patrick, welcome in, dude. Welcome in, brother. Thanks for joining. Hang on just a second, Patrick. I got something for you, brother. All right, and we passed the 500 marker, so we're gonna level up those stars here in just a minute. Just a second, everybody. Hang tight.
Add one.
Happy Saturday to you. All right, let's see here. JK's One on Gaming, thank you. Just give me a second here.
So, if we want these uncirculated from the mint, you have to buy $56 again. This one will be a bunch of coins. You can get like 100 coins for 63 and $56 for 2 rolls. We'll see. But you get both the Philadelphia and Denver. And then the other one I set up like text message alerts.
Okay. Hold on just a second. I'm not able to find this screen now that I just put it in here. Oh, I wonder how long they're available. Hold on just a second. Okay, I put it under K. I see, I was looking under P. Ah, here we go. Sweet, I finally found it.
Fuck with you, you little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with
Here we go. There you go. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I love it. We got a few more too. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to add.
What is that smell? It smells like Otto's jacket.
No pain, no pain, no pain, no pain, no pain.
I'd buy that for $1.
Sweet.
Some game, huh?
Some game! In a galaxy of video.
That'll be great. Some game. Fantastic, Quincy. I'll have those loaded up before the night's end. Jody is Roger Rabbit. Okay. I'll have to ask you again here soon. And let's see here. Okay, so Patrick Keller now has 3 screens, by the way, so he gets his own you get your own folder. So Keller has his own folder now. Let's see. I'm going to call it the Keller folder. Patrick Keller. Here we go. All right. Got to make you your own folder for your screens. Now you got so many screens building up. There you go. One. 1 second, everybody. So you have the I'm in danger, the I don't give a F, and the stars, the Patrick stars one. There we go. All right. All right, excellent. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you. It's all your support, man. We were all thinking the same thing. All right. Thank all you guys for being here. Stellar Keller. I like that nickname. Hey, DJ Willie. Welcome in, man. How are you? I really like this game. Oh man, that was crazy. Holy crap. Well, gamers, and of course, we're going to think of Lord of the Rings. Ah, first death. I got woken up this morning by weather alert for heavy snowfall for the first time ever that happened. That's crazy. Oh, electric, okay. You can feel it. It's electric. Waka waka waka. Damn it. Game over. Can I continue? Maybe? Ah, cool. Oh no! No, Alfonso. You're right. That is funny. The Amazon vans that's electric has it's electric boogie woogie written on the side of it. That's funny. Oh! I died! I died! That's Lucas. He gets so mad when he unalives in games. What? I made it out of that. That was horseshit. Screw me with this one life. I'll try one more time here. Yeah. It is. It is funny. Funny truce. Oh. Needed that. Yeah, yep, I think of the shoes too when people say Vans. Hello, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you would know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Damn. Oh, Mr. Sun. Yeah, you would think frogs would be okay in water, right? What game next? Gonna play some Arcade Altered Beast. Power up.
Rise from your grave.
The arcade version of this game looks great. Now the smoothing is on though. Let's see how it looks without the smoothing. You see, that looks better. I don't care for the smoothing. No, we don't need the game to be smooth like Glenn's mom's brain. I'm just kidding. Power up. Yeah, you can punch. Mm-hmm. Oh. Not powered up enough yet to fight the boss. There we go. Come on now. There we go. Come on now. Aw, come on, really? There we go. Yeah, especially the arcade version, right, Dunbar? Repost. Who brung the beers for the party? I'm late. I believe you were actually in charge of that. Or maybe I was Alfonso.
Welcome to your doom.
Bang. There we go. Hit once, not bad. Okay. What an I know, right? That was loud. Yeah, Jody, your screen is up. I will get that loaded up soon. Looks like Zordon. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I have a theory about that. That basically so basically my theory is back in the day, you know, even up to like, you know, PlayStation 3 and original Xbox 360, you know, like there wasn't these mid-console refreshes, so they weren't constantly having to make games for newer systems with newer graphics and basically too scared to put out anything new because it costs so much to make anything nowadays. Back in the day, you could, you know, make a game, and if it flopped, you may make it back in your next game, but a flop isn't going to make or break your company normally. But now, you know, nowadays they have the mid-console refresh all the time, and they're constantly worried about, you know, just making a game with better graphics rather than, you know, also too, I think that really pushed developers to do more with what they had. I don't know. It like, you know, like the Sega and the Super Nintendo we had for like 6 years, so you could see a major difference between the games that came out in the beginning of Sega Genesis versus the games that came out at the end of Sega Genesis. Kind of like with PlayStation 2. I mean, take a look at some of the earliest PlayStation 2 games versus some of the games that were released later down the road, or some of the original Xbox 360 games versus the games that were released down the road. They didn't have these mid-console refreshes, so they weren't constantly always being bombarded with, hey, make this game, you know, we got to make these games look amazing as they can to match the hardware, you know, which, I don't know, it's kind of a hard theory to explain, but I think that it definitely has something to do with the fact that we get these mid-console refreshes all the time, rather than the developers having one console that they develop for 5 or 6 years and really try to pull everything they can out of there. Yeah. So, and also too, another thing is they realized that making the same game every year that they know people will buy is unfortunately more monetarily stable than taking a risk and putting out a new game. I mean, plus we were just in a climate to where, you know, they took long. Yeah, I mean, ADD, why do Sony always make a pro system that's supposed to be better? Well, that's what I'm talking about with these mid-console refreshes, Jody. It's honestly annoying. I'm tired of the, you know, that's what, you know, if you notice, that is which console, you know, the PlayStation 4, you know, the Switch, or the you know, the Xbox One was, you know, more successful. I'd say it was the Switch, and obviously it shows by the numbers. The Switch was the highest sales out of, you know, all three of those consoles, and they had to get creative with the games that they made, and they had to figure out ways to make things work with limited hardware. Sometimes limited hardware isn't the worst thing, because it forces you to, you know, it forced developers to work with what they had, you know. To pull the creativity out by making the best thing they could with limited resources. And now it's like graphics have become the more important thing, so something has to, you know, if they're gonna put more into graphics, something is gonna have to, you know, take the brunt of it, and the brunt of it is the fun, the gameplay, the game, you know, which is, you know, one good example is Star Wars Outlaws, man. Like, that game, they were calling it a quadruple A title, and that game turned out to be such a big turd. Thank you, Angelo. Such a big piece of crap. One of the things about that game is the stealth was awful. The stealth was terrible. You know, there was issues with the stealth. You know how the company fixed the issues with the stealth? Rather than going in and being like, okay guys, let's get creative and make this as good as we can, you know what they did? They just took it out. They just took the stealth out. Like, instead of getting better and trying to make a better experience, they just took it out of there in a game based around stealth. Like, we're not going to fix it, we're just going to get rid of it. Because I'll find the video that I watched earlier, that I watched a few weeks ago, that was talking about, you know, how they fixed the stealth. They just got rid of it. It's stupid. And look at Concord. You know, Concord is a game that was made that was like, just, that game was ideological crap. That game was made just to be, that game was so bad that they took it off the PlayStation Store in 2 weeks, and they spent $4 million or $8 million making that game, allegedly, and it all to just be taken off the store in 2 weeks because it was that bad, because they were more worried about pandering to a certain group of people rather than actually making a good game. And then they're making dumb decisions, closing down game studios. Like, Microsoft is ruining the industry, and there's a reason why Microsoft probably won't be in the next console race, because they're more worried about buying up studios rather than actually making good games. You know, they closed Tango Studio, basically, and I believe that got bought out by another company, but they closed Tango Studio. Yeah, so many game studios. I mean, Microsoft and another, there was another company buying up studios, and it was Embracer Group. Embracer Group is, I don't know who that is, Jody, but that's awesome. All right, yeah. So Embracer Group keeps buying up studios. Hi, buddy. Hey, Fat Cloud, what's going on, man? Yeah, but instead of being more original, they want to buy all the good companies so they can then basically, yeah, basically bet all the, yeah, exactly. I don't think, I don't think that, man. Yeah. Yep. Bungie being sold. Well, that's because the company that bought Bungie never did anything good with them, man. Heading into a Seattle for a Seahawks game tonight. Nice. Right, exactly. Exactly, Death Star. Sometimes I think unfortunately sometimes companies just need to unfortunately like be let to, you know, if you make a bunch of bad decisions as a company, I don't always think it's the best thing to just bail them out and save them, you know, let them unfortunately fail because they did and try again, you know, or you know, but honestly it teaches these companies nothing. You know, it's just like if you're a kid and you keep failing but you get a trophy, you're never going to learn anything, you know. And so these companies who just keep getting bought out are never actually going to, damn it, this game is pissing me off, are never actually going to learn anything. They're just going to, you know, that just teaches them that, you know, Big Daddy company, government, or Big Daddy game company will buy me out when I fail. You know, I don't have to make good games. I can just, you know. Another thing that bothers me nowadays is we get half-finished games, and that's been going on for a long time too, you know, getting half-finished, half-assed games. Fingers crossed for the win. Yes. I think if they're going to buy these companies, they should just buy them and still let them be creative, man, and not fire. Like, they just basically buy them out to liquidate them and to own the you know, they Here we go. Glenn, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking. I'm probably going to be ending the stream here soon. It's been a very I don't remember there being cutscenes in Simpsons arcade game. Is this from the actual game? Wait, hold on. I think this is the Simpsons game, not the Simpsons arcade game.
Right. Excuse me, 30.
Yeah, that was the Simpsons game, not the Simpsons arcade game. Whoops. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? This is not. Here we go. All of you are heading to the Seahawks game. That's neat. Jody, did you know the first actor of Wolverine was Australian and the pilot Hugh Jackman was meant to be? That's a neat. Come on. Here we go. Gollum was a failed game and the B studio shut down. Oh yeah, Gollum, I remember that game. Yeah, that game sucks. Unfortunately. What games were so bad in 2025 it forced the studios to shut down? Multiverse. The first, the Warner Brothers shut down the studio that took this fighting game offline. So that game Multiverse that just came out already went offline. Warner Brothers canceled the Wonder Woman game. Perfect Dark was already canceled. Microsoft canceled these major projects and shuttered in the Initiative Studio, which had been developing Perfect Dark reboot for some time. There was a Black Panther game. EA closed the newly formed studio Cliffhanger Games and canceled the Black Panther game. The Fable game, I believe, allegedly has been canceled. Let's see here. Other closures: Counterplay Games, Free Jam, Toadman. 2025 saw a number of studio closures, including Toadman Interactive, Free Jam, Endream Studio, Orbital and Endream Studio, Thunderful owned Studio Fizbin, Spectre Divide developer, Mountaintop Studios. A lot of these were probably bought out. What companies were bought by Embracer Group in the last year?
In the last year, Race Rock Group acquired Spencer and...
What companies were bought out by Embracer Group in the last year?
In the recent past, Embracer Group acquired several companies. These included Middle-earth Enterprises, Limited Run Games, Tuxedo Labs, Tripwire Interactive, and Digic Pictures. They also acquired Square Enix's Western Studios.
Yeah, Eidos Montreal. Eidos was set... Dude, I loved Eidos. And Crystal Dynamics, the huge deal closed in May 2022. That is awful. They buy these studios and then they close them up, man. You know, it's aggravating. Yeah, limited run games are hit and miss for sure. A Black Panther game would have been cool to play. I agree, Jody. Yeah. Yep. Unfortunately, so many of these studios get bought up, and then these companies probably don't know what to do with them. THQ got bought up and eaten alive, and... Yeah, the Scott Pilgrim game was good, but the whole reason to play it, which was online, is awful. Original Deus Ex has a planned reboot, or it was made, Quincy? I'm glad COD is still stronger, holding our gaming culture. What? Oh, you're funny. Yeah. You know, the gaming has made some bad decisions over the last year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years or so, or even longer. And then you have Naughty Dog making some awful games, like that new... Like Naughty Dog Studios is coming out with that, like Naughty Dog Studios is coming out with that, what's the new game that Naughty Dog Studios is coming out that everyone is hating the way it looks?
Naughty Dog's new game, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, is facing criticism for its appearance. Some dislike the main character, Jordan A. Munn, the setting, and the gameplay, which they feel lacks the usual depth.
Yeah, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophecy, that game is gonna bomb so freaking hard, man. That game looks awful. And people are rightfully so saying it looks terrible, but then if you say it looks terrible, you know, then you're, you know, I don't know, they for a long time they were given, you know, like, oh my gosh, like we needed the game like Stellar Blade, man. Like Stellar Blade came out and there was a whole group of people that were mad about Stellar Blade and how it looked. Yeah, Naughty Dog is making Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophecy and it looks so awful. Yeah. Oh man. Yep. Naughty Dog is basically just I don't know. Video games have gotten far too political for me. Far too political and ideological, and that's why I don't play a lot of new games. Because one of my rules about about streaming is no politics, no religion. You know, keep the religion very light and keep the politics out. You know, and unfortunately that's one thing that new games are doing, is they're basically shoving and forcing ideologies down people's throats. Uncharted is amazing, man. Yeah. Did the movie G.I. Jane bomb in the box office?
Yes, the movie G.I. Jane did poorly at the domestic box office, earning around $48 million against a $50 million budget. While it was initially a financial disappointment, it did eventually break even worldwide and became a cult classic.
Broke even. Yeah, you'd think they would learn from freaking no one gave a shit about G.I. Jane, and freaking Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophecy looks like a G.I. Jane game. Like the main character looks like G.I. Jane. I'm sorry, I don't want to play a game as a character who looks like G.I. Jane. Yeah, right, Michael? Yeah, just make games fun again, man. And you know what? That's why the Mario Brothers movie made $1 billion. And all the people who were mad that it didn't have enough ideological stuff in it, and that Princess was, you know, like the movie plot was too simple and shit like that. Like that was one of the arguments about it. Like the critics were saying the movie plot was too simple. You know what? That's what we want. You know, Mario Brothers, the game, is about running through levels, saving the princess. All we want to do is we want to see Mario save the princess. We want to see it on a big screen. We don't want anything else. We don't care about, you know, whether they like boys or girls or whatever the case. Like, it's just, yeah, It's too much, man. Like Dragon Age the Veilguard failed so hard, man, and I couldn't be happier that it failed. Who's they, John? What do you mean? They say Mario is like Zelda? That's a really, really, really like general comment. Yeah, I'm tired of political divide. We can all, yeah, right, exactly. Final Fantasy could have been so much better. I don't believe Nintendo has said Mario is like Zelda. Maybe in that matter, who knows? Whatever, cool. I want a Zelda movie for real. Dude. Yeah. Anyway, hence why I stick to retro so much. I believe the Zelda movie's in production, but people are mad that they didn't pick certain people to play Zelda. Like they and Nintendo didn't want to be. I did play Dragon Age Veilguard due to my keen interest on why people are hating on it. While I see some aspects, to me it was a beautiful designed game. Yeah, I understand, but you don't need to have a character who sits down and her first word is, I'm non-binary. They say that in the game. They literally say that in the game. It just doesn't need to be in the game. You know, it's, or if it is, make it an option. Like, I don't care if it's an option. Obviously, you know, like Anthony Chandler's my best friend. He's gay. He's in a relationship with men. Doesn't bother me. But you know what? If it's going to be in a game, it needs to be something that like you have the option to explore that path. You have the option to explore either path, you know, like the original Dragon Age 2, you could have a love story with a man, but it wasn't like, you know, the main thing shoved down your throat, you know. Dragon Age the Veilguard, I'm non-binary scene.
Dragon Age the Veilguard, I'm non-binary scene.
In the playoffs, you need to find that.
Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you?
Like this.
Who the hell are you?
I don't feel like a man or a woman. If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what?
Like, why does that need to be in a video game? Why does that need to be in a game? Like, why does that need to be the main story? Like, there's so many reasons why that game failed. Like, why does that need to be in the game? A game about dragons and a game about like knights and valor and, you know, and swords and magic and yeah. It just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, like, look, I'm all for gay marriage. I don't care. Like, if you're a dude who marries a dude, fuck yeah. Are you happy? Hell yeah. You know, are you a girl that likes girls? Are you happy? Hell yeah. Whatever. Cool. You know, it doesn't affect me. You know? But, like, I don't know. There's a reason why that game failed so hard, man. And these companies are like, they're like celebrating, like breaking even. You know? You know, if I spent $17 on oranges in a table to sell, I don't know, and then I only sold $17 worth of oranges, and I never sold anything more than the amount I make. If I don't like it, I put it up and away. But I like your open-mindedness to try everything. I think that's good. My open-mindedness comes in like just watching as much as I can about something. Like I don't have the, unfortunately, I used, you know, like if this was 10 years ago, I probably would have taken a chance and maybe bought it just to see what it was like. But with 5 kids, I don't have that option anymore to have the expendable income to take a chance on a $60 or $70 game, unfortunately, anymore. I have to know, you know, that what I'm getting is going to be, you know, is going to be worth getting. Yep. There we go. Yep, that's the best thing to do. Anyway, I think there's so many things over. What we're basically talking about is video games that have bombed and reasons why video games have bombed and reasons why the game industry is not doing well right now and Microsoft making all sorts of bad decisions. Companies putting ideologies before fun. I don't mind people pushing the envelope because as a consumer, I have the ultimate decision to say yes or no. For sure. Absolutely, I agree. And people have been saying no in droves to that kind of stuff. And companies are learning. You know, even Disney is learning. Disney just canceled Ant-Man 4, The Marvels 2, and something else because they have realized that they need to stick, and they're bringing Captain America, they're bringing Chris Evans back. And also, have you seen like Anheuser-Busch's commercials? Like Anheuser-Busch like had some really weird commercials for a while, and now all of a sudden they're coming out with commercials with like uber cowboy, you know, like Clydesdales, and going the exact opposite because they know that like they saw their sales get hit so hard, you know. There's a possible chance that we're not going to see new game systems till like 2030. That was a thing you saw a while ago, that the PS5 was pushed back to PS6 was pushed back to 2027, and even still that would be like not too far for a console release. I mean, like, you know, the yeah, I'm not ready for new consoles yet. I think you know, honestly, I think they need to stop doing mid-console refreshes too. They really do. They need to stop. You know, these companies are just proving they're just more hungry for money than to make a good product. But the thing that they forget is, like, if they focused on making a good product, then they wouldn't have to worry about it. People would want it. Yeah. Oh, people are pumping the brakes on consoles because they're getting tired of these mid-console refreshes. You know, I mean, at least like back in the day, you had from like, you know, like when the Nintendo came out, the Nintendo to the Super Nintendo was what, 1985 is when it released here, to 1991 for the Super Nintendo. So we had 6 years in between, and then we had 5 years in between the next system, and then between PlayStation came out in 95 in the US, and then the PlayStation 2 came out, you know, 6 years later. And what's making it seem like it's not that long nowadays is the mid-console refreshes. You know, we have a PlayStation 5. Cool. 2.5 years later, they're going to tell you your PlayStation 5 isn't powerful anymore, and you need a PlayStation 5 Plus. You know, like there's games you can't even play on an Xbox One. You know, like the Xbox original series, you know, the different Xboxes, because they're you know, the systems aren't powerful enough. So I don't know. Why not just make it modular so you can sell new modules instead of a whole new system? Well, because that would make sense to the consumers. And then you'd just be buying a PC anyway. The point of a console is just to have it and have it work. You know, a PC is to tinker with and put new stuff in it. Yeah, exactly. I want to enjoy my console and not have to worry about it for a few years. Exactly. Give me 5 years. Give me 6 years. You know, don't, you know, it's like, I've never bought a Pro of any sort. I didn't buy a PS4 Pro. Yeah, I didn't buy, you know, a PS5 Pro. Because of things that I talked about today, though, I'm probably going to delete most of this stream, and I'm probably going to delete the YouTube stream just because I really do try to keep this channel politic free. But sometimes I just gotta vent it out, man. Like, I'm just so tired of, as a gamer since I was 6 or younger, it saddens me to see the way the industry's going. You know, it's just like what happened with G4, you know? Us, the consumers, are the majority of the problem until oh yeah, no, for sure. But I will say that consumers are voting with their wallet more than ever before nowadays. Like Fatclat with that game Concord that came out. I can't use that enough as an example. That game sold so bad they had to take it off the store in 2 weeks. It got full game for $4 million. I believe it was either $4 million or $400 million. I think it might have been $400 million. How much did it cost to make the game Concord?
The game Concord reportedly cost Sony between $200 million and $400 million to develop.
That's right.
Possibly including studio acquisition. Some sources cite $400 million as the total investment.
It was a massive loss. The game's failure led to one of the largest financial losses in PlayStation history. Like, that game was so bad. Cost $400 million to make. And because they chose to try to make a game all about political ideologies, it was taken off the store in 2 weeks. These companies don't even know their consumer base anymore. What was wrong with the game? You just got to do your own research on that and decide for yourself, Andy. But obviously, the game was super woke. Like, super woke. Yeah, you just need to look it up, Andy. Well, it obviously isn't just nothing, because the Google search I just said that it was a huge financial loss for, you know, I mean, I would say that's not nothing, you know, 400 million. No, because a lot of these companies, they have to, you know, that's nearly $500 million. I wouldn't call that nothing, like, by any factor of any measure, you know, when you're talking about money to make a game, especially a game that failed, you know, 2 weeks after making it, you know, no, that's definitely not nothing. I mean, obviously, from a business perspective, it was not nothing because it stated it was a huge financial loss. It was one of the biggest financial losses in history for PlayStation. So, I mean, yeah, no, like, yeah. I don't know. It affected Sony quite a bit. Did the financial loss of the game Concord affect Sony at all? Yes, the financial loss of Concord significantly impacted Sony, resulting in one of the company's biggest gaming flops, with estimated losses in the hundreds of millions, likely ranging between 200 and 400 million. The failure forced Sony to immediately pull the game from sale, shutter developer Firewalk Studios, and initiate changes to its live service strategy. No, your point's not over my head. That's not fair to say. Your point is not over my head. Google is definitely stating that it is a financial loss to Sony. That may be your opinion, but just because it's your opinion, I mean, no offense, but it doesn't make it correct. In my opinion, may not be correct to you either. But I have Google right here saying that yes, it was a big financial loss and it had a huge impact on Sony. So I would say that like 400 million was a pretty big deal, honestly. So I wouldn't say it was over my head at all. It's completely high level. I'm reading what's on Google. It just makes me mad that these companies just don't stick to making fun. Making fun content. That's what it really comes down to. And that's why Mario Brothers the movie was such a success, because they just focused on fun and story. I mean, I understand your point that 400 million from a business perspective might not be a lot of money sometimes. But 400 million to Sony, even Google says that, it was a huge financial, loss to Sony and caused them to, basically change the way they handled live service games or whatever. Well, no, for sure, Quincy, but for sure, Chris, but I was just explaining why it failed is because of that, because, yeah, anyway. Anyway, we're just talking about the gaming industry as a whole. And what the issues are right now. It's gonna take, unfortunately, the video game industry probably hitting rock bottom to get better like it did before. The gaming industry hit rock bottom around 1983, and it took Nintendo to come in and basically make games fun again. And Nintendo, whenever Nintendo said, so Nintendo released the Nintendo Entertainment System at CES, and they marketed it as basically a computer. It looked like kind of like an Atari. It was a top-loading system, and people just kind of laughed at it. They didn't care. No one gave a shit. It came with a piano, a zapper, and all kinds of stuff, and no one gave a crap about it. No one gave a crap about it. And then they changed it up, made it more futuristic, made it a front loader like a VCR, and then they basically had to market it as a toy. They had to market the Nintendo as not a video game system, but as an entertainment system, as a toy. And they paired it with Rob the Robot, but consumers were tired of, with the Atari, you had companies like Purina, the dog food company, making video games for Atari. And obviously, we all love a good game that's just fun. I mean, heck, one of Fat Clat's favorite games was Stellar Blade. So we all just want, at the end of the day, what this conversation is coming down to is we just want games that are fun. And yes, I obviously think that everybody should be represented, like we should have those things in the game, but maybe they're explorable through certain paths, Like even back in Fable 2, you know, you could be a girl character and marry a girl character in Fable 2, but you had to explore those paths. You even had to explore every path. Like the option for a guy to marry a girl wasn't just an automatic option. It was just as much of an explorable path as, you know, as anything else. You know, you had to explore, you know, meeting, you had to go about it the same way. You know, you'd have to give a gift and give flowers, and whether you were doing it as a man, you know, trying to woo a man, or a woman trying to woo a man, or a man trying to woo a woman, it was all the same path. You just had to explore, you know, which one. So I think they should do it like that. I think everybody should have their, you know, it should be everyone should have, you know, if they're going to make a game like that, make it something very neutral and make the options open for anybody to take any direction. You know, if you are, you know, but yeah. I just think it should boil down to just being entertainment. So more or less today, I'm just bitching about what has made the game industry kind of fail, you know? And, you know, I'm not dogging one side or another, you know, I mean, you know, obviously Andy Watson knows that I'm an ally when it comes to that stuff. I'm not a judger, you know, anybody who, you know, Anthony Chandler is one of my best friends. And once again, he is, you know, he's a man who likes men, you know, so I just think, I just think it should be general fun gameplay with features you can explore. Never understood this level. Like a fever dream. But I'm not the only one who's talked about this. I've heard OneCoin talk about this stuff too. I've heard other streamers talk about this stuff too, and I'm certainly not the only one who's addressed the problems in the gaming industry. You know, and it's definitely not something I talk about all the time. It's like, this is something I rarely touch on. You know, but there were a lot of questions that kind of led to me going down this path as to why, you know, let's see here. Here we go. All right, I'm probably going to do one more level, one or two more levels, and then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Fair enough. I never understood this boss either. This is a weird boss. Yeah, there are talks I like to not have very often, but it does fire me up a little bit when I think about the direction the gaming industry is going. What's up, Spazzington? I'm doing okay. I'll be on later. I'll be playing GTA. I'm not sure who's going to be joining, but I'll be playing GTA. Some kind of retro going into GTA. You'll be joining GTA. There you go. I'd never beat Bart's Nightmare. No. When will I be back? Probably about 11. my gosh.
Hey, wake up and find Maggie. Ready? Go!
Ah, here we go. I played Virtual Bart. I believe that one's on Sega. Or no, that one's on both Sega. I think Virtual Bart is on both Sega and Super Nintendo. I forget. No, it's Bart's Nightmare that's on. Wait, is Virtual Bart on both? I forget. Alright guys, well we're at the boss. I'm going to be ending here in just a moment.
What are you doing? Literally.
What is it? He just moves his mouth sometimes too, to where it makes it look like he has something in his mouth. I know Bart's Nightmare is on Super Nintendo and Sega. I always capitalize it because of the box art.
You need a diaper.
You went to White Castle, you got a Deadly Ones.
There you go.
Alright, y'all. After this level, I'm turning it off.
Better.
It'd be cool if Bart stayed as Virtual Boy. All right, y'all. Wish me luck. Kickoff is in an hour, but I'm going to enjoy the parking lot at party before we go in. Hey, take care, Fat Clat. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, name it after me. I imagine you're probably not going to be on GTA later.
It's a little milk right now.
Go Hawks.
Oh, is he going to a
Seahawks game. Yep. Hey, look, it's Jiraiya. If you're still on when I get back, which will be 11 Pacific Standard Time, yes, I could pop on for sure. Well, no pressure. You know, if you can't, no worries. But we will be on later tonight. Okay. When I play Horizon streamed like dog shit. No, I'm sorry.
You wanna look at Daddy?
Horizon streamed terrible, and honestly, I don't like the way they made the character look in Forbidden West. There's a huge issue with I don't know. I don't like the way they made the character look. Thinking of going to see Lord of the Rings with an old friend in theaters. Hey, that'll be good. What's up, Nick Williams? How you doing, man?
I'm live again. The camera's on. I'm sipping on my coffee. The chat is moving way too fast.
All right. Well, I'm going to be getting out of here in a few minutes. And definitely thank you guys for joining today. Definitely been fun. Yeah, I tell you what, probably next time we get on the subject of the game industry, I'm probably just going to avoid it because it does get political, unfortunately, because, you know, that's unfortunately what is making all these companies fail is all the political BS. So, anyway, yeah, if you don't see this video later, that's why. So, I typically don't leave videos up that, you know, there was I don't know, because I typically don't like to talk about it. I like to keep things very neutral, you know, very everybody's welcome. So anywho, have a good one, you guys. Take care. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. See you guys later.
Type of higher, yo. Unless you're Grandma Debbie, then you're always good to go. Now everybody listen, put your devices on the layers, raise your hands in the air if your name is Kevin Zay. there.